Hey everyone, it has been a long time since I've posted on here, and a lot has happened. Macro view, 50,000 foot view. I was teaching for 15 years technically, and in August of 23, I left my job and decided to try to be just real estate agent only on my own. I do have a rental, but that's very small income comparatively. So I was an agent for a year and a half. And then at the end of that time, I decided to go back to teaching. Probably not for super long, but I did want to go back because of a few reasons. So um, I guess to start with, the reasons I left my original building, because I'd been there for 14 years, was for a few reasons. So one was because the drive was really long, 45 minutes each way. That was getting really old because construction was making it even longer and I couldn't take it anymore. Another reason is just because I think the personalities at the school, we have some very vocal people, and I am not like that. And just years and years and years of that, um, I just needed a change. I love the people still that are at that school, and I just needed to get into a new environment. I didn't know what that looked like, but I knew it just wasn't for me anymore. And then another reason is just because I had been in the same room for years, I'd been teaching the same curriculum for years. I was over it. I was so over doing the same thing over and over. It's like Groundhog's Day, literally every year. It was terrible. So I needed a change. That's it. So I ended up leaving my district. It was a very hard decision. I kind of did it like in the middle of August, right before school, a couple weeks before it started. And I was like, oh gosh, I got to do this now or never. So sending that email was very difficult, but it felt so good afterwards. I was just like, woo, freaking out, full of energy there. So after I did that, the first few months, of course, were wonderful. I really enjoyed having my days to myself, being able to do what I wanted to do, planning things, in certain orders, because I really like to have control over my day. After a few months, though, it got really old. So anyone who's worked from home or been their own boss kind of gets this, where it's like, it's not easy to keep yourself on task. It is really a challenge to not just plan your day, because I like planning. I'm cool with that. I can do that all the time. But to actually follow through with the plan is quite difficult for me. I did not like to do that. I kind of am like on a whim, I'll do this or that, or, do things different than what I pictured for my day. And I like doing that a lot. And you can't do that when you're building your own business from home here. You have to do the things that suck, to be successful in your business. So I was not great at that. I really, really struggled. I would have a plan the night before, and then the day of, I'm like struggling just to get the first few things done on my list. I wish I wasn't exactly like that, but I'm trying to go with the flow and use that quality in me a little bit better. And just kind of like, kind of use it so that I can benefit from it instead of it holding me back and making me feel worse. So, still working on that. That's going to be a lifelong thing. But as I was working from home after those first few months, I really realized that I need a community. So that was one of the big things I missed. Not teaching and not having people around me that had goals and that had a common, belief in what they were trying to do and make better. So I really miss not having that community. I didn't know if it was the students or the teachers that I missed more. I'm kind of seeing it is more the students, I think, than anything. But so I missed the community working from home for a year and a half, and really it was about a year. And then I really missed having a higher purpose. I felt like as an agents work really hard, but a lot of times the purpose gets lost and why they're doing what they're doing. And so I kind of miss that for sure, not being part of a bigger group of people and having a common goal. So those two things really stuck out. And then I started applying for just random jobs to like, maybe I can make up some of the money and be an agent still, but then have another job to fall back on with consistent income. And I applied to a couple positions, didn't get anything. And then I applied to a teaching job in a closer district to me, thinking, you know what? We're just going to go for it. We're going to try it. I have my degree. Why not? I never thought I'd go back to teaching. That was like not in the plan at all. But I wanted to see if it was the district or the school or the subject or what it was that really turned me off from the first school I was at for so long. So I didn't really think I would get it. I applied for some summer jobs with this district, didn't get them, no calls or anything. And then I applied for the science job that they had, and I was like, well, I love science. That's really the only thing I'd rather teach, or I'd prefer to teach. So I applied, and I got an interview call, and then I got offered the job. So I was like, oh, shoot, what did I just do? Is this what I really want? I did not know. I was kind of terrified to go back, not going to lie, because I was so done with teaching before, and just taking a year off wasn't quite enough, I didn't think. But I needed more steady income because the last year or two in the real estate agent realm has been super rough. Like a ton of our agents have left from all around the country. It's just been rough in America because of the higher interest rates and the higher prices. So I was like, I have to do something. I can't just, my funds were down to zero basically. And I was about to be in trouble if I didn't get some kind of consistent work. And of course, the minute I took the job that day, I partnered up with an agent that's local that I've known for a while. And I was so busy those first 2-3 months right after I accepted the job. So busy with real estate. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, go figure. So I accepted the new job, the teaching job closer to my home. And now I've been there for about 5 months now, 5-6 months. And I've learned several things. So one of the things from leaving W-2, being a 1099 employee, going back to W-2, I really do like consistency. It's so much more comfortable, but I don't think comfort is always ideal. I don't think it's ideal for me not to live my best life, so to speak. But it is nice having that security and having a consistent income. And also just having a place to go every day at the same time. I never thought I'd say this, but keeping me on a schedule like that is so good for me in a way. So some positives I've gotten out of it is having a consistent schedule, consistent income. I do love my school and my district. It's probably more so that it's new, but the people are great. I love the little town feel. I'm in a little town here too, just 20 minutes down the road. So I just like it. The district I was at before is so much bigger. And I'm teaching science, and I've never taught 6th grade or 7th grade. And holy cow, it is a different animal to tackle. But they're cute. They're such cute little kids. It's like herding cats. That's what I tell everyone. 6th grade is herding cats. But super happy to know these kids. It's been great so far. It has not been easy. Getting to know a new curriculum, getting back into the routine of highly stressful teacher days was not preferable. I wasn't looking forward to that, and the first few months were rough. But, I've kind of settled in. It's never easy. There's hardly any easy days. And you get asked 1,000,002 questions, all the time. And you're repeating yourself constantly. And it's quite annoying. But overall, I'm very happy I made this choice. Not just financially, but more so of what am I going to do next? How long am I going to stay in this career? What am I going to, where am I going? Because I was looking at getting into the rental realm more, or being a property manager, or starting a new type of rental. I really did not know where I was going to go, and I still don't. I'm really clueless at this point, but I do know it's possible to leave teaching again if needed and go try something else. So I've gotten a lot more into crypto and understanding what that is, the companies and the coins that are behind all these, all the crypto projects. and just understanding how it works and why or what is a good investment in the realm. So I'm pretty heavily invested in that. And then I also have like an oil investment that I'm part of down in Texas. And that's been awesome, like super easy. Don't have to do anything other than collect I think it's a K1 at the end of the year and give it to my tax person. But super easy passive income. So highly recommend that if you find a good oil company to pair up with. And then I'm just kind of like wandering a little bit. I don't know what is coming next. I do know there's other things I want to do. I don't want to teach forever. But I'm okay for, a shorter time. So we'll see what that entails, what that looks like. But yeah, I wanted to make this video because I had not posted anything in a long time, and I keep chickening out every time I like think of it. And I'm like, Renee, just do it. Like, this is not a big deal. So excuse me, I'm laying on my couch. Just got out of volleyball tonight, so it's not a beauty pageant, right? But I wanted to get this first video out there so the next ones would feel more comfortable, and I'd be like, okay, now I can like hone in on specific topics to talk about, because I've been through a lot the last year and a half. And I feel like I've talked to a lot of people in person, and everyone's struggling with something. And if I can give a little bit of help or advice, that's what I'd like to do. So thanks for listening along. If you made it this far, truly appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good week, good weekend. In Michigan, it's cold, it's snowy. Yeah, it's great. But I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.